Welcome to this 50-minute yoga and meditation practice for letting go and moving forward. This practice has been designed with specific yoga poses that cultivate gratitude, accepting what is, and then moving forward to new beginnings. This is followed up with a meditation to further help you to let go. Welcome to Move and Meditate. My name is McKenna, and I'm happy to have you here with me. We'll begin seated on our mats, legs crossed in front of you, and just spend a few moments connecting with your breath. You can gently close your eyes if you'd like, and just check in with yourself, listening to anything that your body might be telling you. You can place one hand over your heart and one over your belly. Our bodies will often signal to us when it's time to move on or let go. But with so many distractions outside our bodies, we often don't recognize the signs until we take a moment to check in with ourselves. Bring your hands to your knees, exhaling as you round through your spine, and on an inhale, pressing forward for a seated cat-cow. Moving with your breath here, loosening up the spine. Notice your tailbone is rooted into the ground. And then you can begin to rotate out your hips here. And then switch, moving the other way. And then we're going to make our way into tabletop position, knees stacked under hips, wrists under shoulders. And go ahead and step out your right leg parallel to the mat. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale as you swoop your right arm underneath your torso for a spinal twist. Pressing through your left palm, inhale your right arm up, and then exhale, placing your right palm on the mat, sliding your right leg in, and then send your left leg out parallel, inhaling your left arm up and exhaling as your left arm swoops underneath your torso, stretching into your left shoulder. You'll also feel this in your left inner thigh. And then pressing through your right palm, inhale that left hand up, and then exhale as you bring left arm and left foot back to the mat. Send your hips back for a downward facing dog, pedaling out your legs here. And then slowly roll forward into your plank. We're going to hold here to activate your abs. And then slowly lower down onto the mat. Keeping your palms planted, inhale into cobra, and then exhale, forehead comes to mat. And again, inhale, keeping a soft gaze, and exhale. One more time, inhaling, and then exhale, forehead comes to your mat. So we're going to play around with bow pose. You can bend through your right and left knee, and then send your right and left arm back, grabbing your ankles, lifting up through your chest, squeezing your inner thighs in, activating your abs to protect your lower back. You can rock back and forth here, just working to keep your chest lifted. And then release. Palms come to the top of your rib cage. Inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale as you step it forward, coming into Warrior One. So sink down into this pose. Your left foot is planted at a 45-degree angle, bending through your right thigh. Hold here, remembering to breathe. And transition into Warrior Two. Left foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Where you are right now is exactly where you are meant to be. Feel the soles of your feet ground into your mat as you exhale into Reverse Warrior, still bending through that right thigh. Feel the stretch in your right side body. And then exhale, hands come to frame your foot, lowering your left knee to the mat and straightening through your right leg for a hamstring stretch. Remembering to breathe. And then step your right foot back for a Vinyasa, meeting in Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, stepping it forward, coming into Warrior One. So your right foot is planted at a 45-degree angle. You're bending into your thigh. Feel that stretch in your hips. And then transition to Warrior Two. Looking down the middle finger on your left hand. And then reverse your warrior, still bending through that left thigh. Exhale as your hands come to the mat, framing your foot, lowering your right knee to the mat and straightening through your left leg. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling out your mouth. And then step your left foot back, moving through your Vinyasa. And once again, we'll meet in Downward Facing Dog. Begin to walk your hands back to meet your feet so you're in a forward fold. And then slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Step your feet out hip distance. And then inhale your arms up, meeting in prayer. As you exhale, sink your hips back for chair pose. So stay lifted through your chest. Knees and toes are pointed in the same direction. You've got this. And then straighten through your legs, hinging at your hips for a forward fold. Inhale to a half back. And then exhale as you walk your hands out into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale as you step it forward. Inhaling into Warrior One. And exhale. And again. Inhale. And exhale. Transitioning to Warrior Two. Spending 2 breath cycles in every pose. Exhaling into Reverse Warrior, bending through that right thigh. And then right forearm comes to right thigh for extended side angle. Or you can bring your right palm to the mat, whichever you like. And then go ahead, exhaling your hands to the mat. Left knee comes to the mat, straightening through the right leg. Breathing here. And then step your right foot back, moving through your Vinyasa, and we'll meet in Downward Facing Dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale as you step it forward, inhaling into Warrior One, spending 2 breath cycles here as you sink down into your hips. Exhale as you transition into Warrior Two. Soles of your feet are planted onto your mat. Reverse your warrior. And then exhale, left arm comes to left thigh for extended side angle. Feel that stretch in your right side body. Bring your hands down to the mat, lowering that right knee, exhaling over your left leg. And then step your left foot back, moving through your Vinyasa. And I'll see you in downward facing dog. And then begin to walk your feet forward. And you can zigzag your feet here, just getting into your calves a little bit more. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, exhaling over, and then slowly roll up. So go ahead and step your feet out again for a chair pose, inhaling your arms up to meet in prayer, and then sinking your hips down. Holding here, working to get your thighs parallel to the mat. And then send your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Breathing here. You've got this. Inhale back to center. Exhale your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Staying lifted through your chest. And then come back to center, exhaling, straightening through your legs. Rolling to standing, inhale your arms up and exhale into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale as you step your feet back for downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the mat and walk your hands out. We're going into puppy pose. So your knees are stacked underneath your hips. Forehead rest on your mat. You're working to get your chin down onto the mat. And just surrender to this moment. Surrender to what is. Pressing through your palms, tuck your toes and send your hips back for downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet up to meet your hands, and then roll into standing, coming to the middle of your mat. Begin to shift your weight into your left foot, and inhale your arms up, exhaling your hands to prayer at your heart. Lift your right leg up, flexing through your abs, as you exhale your right shin to your left thigh, sinking down for a standing figure 4. Keep that right foot flexed and breathe into your hips. And with control, send your right leg behind you for warrior 3. Arms stretch out in front of you. Flexing through your right foot, toes are pointed down towards the mat. And then slowly hinge forward back to standing. Shake out your feet here as we begin to transition our weight into the right foot. Inhaling your hands up, exhaling, hands to prayer. As you bend at your waist, sending your left shin to your right thigh. Standing figure 4, breathing into that left hip. And then with control, send your left leg behind you, hands come out in front of you for warrior 3. Remember to keep those toes pointed down towards the mat. Breathing here, tightening through your abs. And then inhale, back to standing. Inhale your hands up, exhaling as you bend into forward fold, jump or step your feet back, moving through your Vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up, exhale as you step it forward, inhaling into warrior 1, spending 2 cycles of breath here, sinking into your hips as you transition into warrior 2. Soles of your feet are grounded into the mat. Exhale into reverse warrior, bending through that right thigh, and then coming into extended side angle. Right forearm rests on right thigh. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot as you hinge forward. Left leg lifts up for warrior 3. Arms are stretching out in front of you. And on an exhale, lower your palms to the mat, keeping that left leg lifted. Exhale, bringing your left knee to right calf, and inhale, straightening through both legs. Again, exhaling and inhale. One more time here, exhale. Inhale that left leg behind you and then send it back, lowering your left knee to the mat, straightening through your right leg, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out your mouth. And then step your right foot back, moving through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up, exhale as you step it forward, coming into warrior 1. Grounding down here, holding for 2 breaths. Then transition to warrior 2. On an exhale, go into reverse warrior, bending through your left thigh. And then we'll come into extended side angle, feeling that stretch in your right side body. Send all of your weight to your left foot as you send your right leg up behind you for warrior 3, hands reaching out in front of you. Holding here, remembering to breathe. Exhale, hands come down to mat, keeping your right toes pointed towards the mat. And on an exhale, begin to crunch your right knee to your left calf. And then inhale, straightening both legs, and exhale, bending through both. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, straightening through your legs. Step that right foot back, lowering that right knee, and straightening over your left leg for half splits. Breathing here. And then step your left foot back, moving through your vinyasa. Step or hop your feet up to meet your hands, and then slowly roll up, stepping your feet out, inhaling your hands up, and sinking your hips back for chair pose. This is our last chair pose of today's class. Send your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And then come back to center and send your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Come back to center. Exhale, straightening over your legs for forward fold, and then slowly roll up to standing. We are about to begin moving through our vinyasa flow, 1 breath, 1 movement, focusing on moving forward. So find your center here. Inhale your hands up, exhaling down. Inhale to a flat back, and then step your feet back to downward dog. Inhaling your right leg, exhaling, stepping forward to warrior 1 as you inhale. Exhale to warrior 2, inhaling to reverse warrior, exhaling to extended side warrior. Inhale, shift your weight to your right foot as you exhale, hinging into warrior 3. Drop your hands to your mat. Inhale on a crunch and exhale. Inhaling as you crunch, exhale, straightening your legs. One more time, inhale and exhale. Send that left foot back, dropping that left knee. Exhaling over your right leg, coming through, moving through your vinyasa, and we'll do the same on the other side, moving with your breath. Sending your left leg back, exhaling it forward, inhaling to warrior one, exhaling to warrior two, inhale to reverse warrior, exhale to extended side angle. Shifting your weight into your left foot as you inhale to warrior three, exhale hands to mat. Inhale right knee to left calf and exhale. Again, inhale right knee to calf, exhale, inhale and exhale. Step that right foot back, lowering the right knee and exhaling over your left leg. And then inhale, stepping back, moving through your vinyasa. Awesome job. Come back into downward facing dog. And then lower your knees to the mat. Walk your knees out to the edges of your mat for extended child's pose, sinking your hips down. Just breathing here. You did it. Great job. Begin to slowly roll up and then make your way into seated with your legs straight out in front of you. Bend through your right thigh, placing your right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Send your right arm behind you and your left arm squeezes your right thigh in to the center body for a seated spinal twist. Breathing here, and then unwind and bring your left foot up to the outside of your right thigh. Left arm reaches behind you, right arm is squeezing that left thigh into the inner body, lifting through your chest. And then send that left leg out straight. Come onto your back. Feet are planted hip distance apart. And begin to sway your knees from side to side, moving as slowly as you like. Just sending some extra love and attention to our lower back and spine. When you're ready, you can slide your feet out to the edges of your mat. Arms come to your side, palms are facing up. And just take a few moments here to breathe, allowing your body to soak in the energetic benefits of today's practice. This is a quote from Nikki Bonas about letting go. At some point, you just have to let go and move on. It might be the hardest thing in the world to do, but you have to summon all of the strength you can possibly find to finally let go. Some people and things just aren't going to be meant for you, no matter how much you wish they were. Some jobs and situations just won't work out, no matter how much you hoped that they would. But know that it's okay for things to not work out. Nobody's life is a straight line that makes perfect sense. Everybody has twists and turns and everyone has to turn around every now and then. So when you find yourself wishing and hoping things out of your control would change, summon all of your strength to let go and start heading in a new direction, because it'll lead you closer to your true path. We will now begin the meditation portion of today's class. Choose a comfortable position and send your attention to your breath. As you breathe in and out through your nose, begin to notice your arms and legs relaxing into the surface beneath you. Noticing your breathing pattern as you allow gravity to work for you, relaxing your jaw and your belly, and notice any tightness or painful sensations in your body, sending your breath and awareness into those spaces. And as your body relaxes deeper and deeper, start to bring your awareness to your thoughts. And just notice them without attaching judgment. And begin to think of a past moment that has occurred that you would like to let go of. Maybe you said something you regret, or did something that you aren't proud of, or perhaps someone else has wronged you and you would like to forget. Bring this past event into your current present awareness. And think of all the time and energy that you've already spent on this situation. This situation that is no longer in your current reality, as it's already happened and it now resides in the past. Notice the way that remembering this event makes you feel. And notice any thoughts that might accentuate this feeling. And now that you're thinking of this past event in the present moment, begin to identify the helpful thoughts as they come into your awareness. Thoughts that offer solutions to the problem and give you peace and clarity. Letting go of any thoughts that only make you feel worse and offer no help. When you're in the present moment, you are able to find clarity so much easier than when your attention is bogged down with past or future events. Now that you're in the present moment, you can begin to figure out what letting go looks like for you. Contemplate what it would look like for you to release and let go of this situation. How would you feel if you were no longer weighed down with the thoughts and memories of this past event? Spend the next few minutes cultivating awareness around what your life would look like and feel like to no longer have this attachment towards this past event. What would your thoughts be like? How would you speak to yourself? How would you speak to those around you? Would there be more laughter in your life? More feelings of freedom? Think of how your life could be if all of your energy wasn't focused on the past. spend the next few minutes visualizing what your life would look like if you were able to let go and move forward. Letting go of past events is not a linear thing. It's not a one and done, unfortunately. Regularly checking in with yourself, like how you're feeling and the messages your thoughts are sending you, is vital in letting go. And today, as you've checked in with yourself and identified the negative thoughts, you've started to focus on what life could be like without the memory of the past constantly living with you. And it feels good to not have the unnecessary event weighing you down in the back of your mind. It feels good to laugh and talk with people and not feel shame at the base of everything you do, of every conversation that you have. Relish in this feeling and know that one day soon you'll be able to feel this way all of the time. As you continuously work to let go of the past, the present moment begins to feel more real to you. Your future is filled with many wonderful things that are waiting to happen for you. The longer you are able to stay in the present moment, the more wonderful things you will begin to identify. And as you begin to break away from your past, you'll begin to blossom into the person that you've always wanted to be. The journey of letting go and moving forward is not an easy one. It comes with many bumps in the road, and it can be painful and hard to let go. When we let go, we sometimes feel as though we are losing a part of ourselves, especially if we've been attached to this past event for a long time. Trust the process. Be aware of your thoughts and live in the present moment. In time, you'll realize that whatever it was that was plaguing you is now a memory of the past, with no emotions attached to it any longer. Begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, gently waking up the body. Practice this meditation and yoga flow anytime you are feeling overwhelmed and would like to let go and move forward. My name is McKenna with Move and Meditate. I hope that you enjoyed today's practice. Namaste.